War never changes. And neither does my sketchy habit. Hello, my name's Patrick, I'm an artist, and this is my sketchy habit, where we draw every day and you don't have to be ashamed. Because shame and art don't go together. Happiness, joy, these are things that art brings to the world, and your art brings them as well. Speaking of your art, we have an art gallery where I love to share what you're working on, be it our monthly inspirations or whatever you feel like. We would love to see it. All you have to do is join the Discord down below, become a member of the Doodle Croodle, and show us what you can do. It'll make me super happy to share your art here on screen, and that will be fantastic. Yesterday, we started doing inspirations. That is a month long on one theme, the theme being costume season, and words for every day to help inspire you. This is the kind of thing like an Inktober or, Mermaid, where you get a whole bunch of words that help to inspire you. You don't have to do them all, you can just do some. Either way, you can get that list in the Discord, or at the end of this video, I will drop today's word just as a reminder. Yesterday, the word was fire, and this was my fire costume season inspiration piece. And yeah, it is what it is. I like how it turned out, and I hope you do too. So yeah, get your stuff in the Discord. We would love to see it. We're a nice group of people, and we are drawing animals in costume this week, and we have one of my favorite animals, a penguin, dressed as Lucy MaClean from the Fallout TV show. I think it turns out super cute. Let's get to the art. So another hit show, hit property this year was, of course, Fallout. I really enjoyed watching that show, so I thought, why not get a character dressed as Lucy MaClean from Fallout? And I thought no better animal would represent her than a penguin, I guess. And so I made this really dramatic shape. I thought it was really fun. This really tall oval and this really wide oval, and it made me very happy. It does make for some challenges when it comes to the actual fan art, because we're already doing this on a penguin, which is a weird shape, but we gave it even weirder, more extreme shapes, which I think turned out well in the end, but it is a challenge to work with. This is one of the characters that I decided to keep the wig for, because I think it just looks really stupid on the character. And sometimes, the joy of drawing is making things that make you smile and laugh, and the rest is sort of its own thing. You can see I struggled quite a bit to get the hair right, but once it lands, I think it's pretty fun. Did you watch the Fallout show? I thought it was a really fun, interesting show. I think they did a really great job with the style, the visuals, the tone, and I enjoyed the story. There's a few slow parts along the way, but that's sort of par for the course of modern television. We're going to build out some of the style pieces here. Of course, they're wearing their classic jumpsuit from Vault 101. Were they 101, 102, 103? One of those vaults. And, we're going to, get them in that style. Here's where the bizarre body proportions really start to play out. I do minimize them a bit there and sort of elongate bits just to pull it together a little bit more. The extreme shapes weren't helping the cosplay, the costume part of it, and so I thought fixing it a little bit would help. But yeah, I really like the way that the sketch is turning out, and I can't wait to show you the line art in the next part. We'll get to that just after this. It is game time, the time of the show where we play a little bit of a game. We're playing a drawing game this week called Alphabets, where I draw a picture based on a letter of the alphabet, and today that letter is the letter C. It's your job to guess what the letter C becomes. A little hint, I used the letter as an inspiration, so the word begins with C. You may not have noticed that. Anyways, good luck! It's time for us to do our line art here. I do a little bit of work to push this image a little bit further, just by sort of overemphasizing some of the shapes I've already drawn. I do come back here and struggle a bit with his hair because I'm just not quite sure about it. And, you know, I want it to look good, even if it looks a little goofy. And this is loosely what I come up with here. We're almost there. Lucy MaClean. And yeah, I think that works pretty well. We're going to start detailing in this outfit. It's really critical when you're making these Fallout suits to try to get some of the details in right. Of course, it has that golden trim. It has that, that like speaker thing on the chest. And of course, we want to get our gun looking good. I've said before that guns are not my forte, and this is very evident by this drawing. But that's okay. We're just having fun. We're doing our fan art. We're doing these animals in costumes and having a great time. I really like the way this one ultimately looks. The derpy eyes does a lot for this character. It really brings some energy to the forefront, and it makes me certainly very happy in a way that art often can. Yeah, I really like the show. I really like the characters. The main characters particularly were very strong, as were a lot of the side characters. And I can't wait to see where the show goes in the future, because it can only go to better and better places. Because they've already spent a lot of money to develop the world. It just means they get to spend a lot more making even more. It's time for the dad joke, bad joke. My dad sends me a joke every single day in WhatsApp, and I collect them all up so I can give them back to you. He's done this for years, so I have tons of them to go through. We have a zombie theme one today, and it goes like this. We chose zombie, by the way, because of apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. It was the best I could do on the theme. Anyways, what do you call a zombie that doesn't joke around? What do you call a zombie that doesn't joke around? Dead serious. What do you call a zombie that doesn't joke around? Dead serious. Let's get back to the art. And we're gonna wrap up with our color here. Of course, that means some deep blues and some bright yellows just to get that Fallout vibe in perfectly. For our penguin here, of course, we wanted to get that white shirt. And it was a bit of a contrast issue because Lucy wears a white shirt underneath her jumpsuit, so when the zipper is down like this, it's very white. So I decided to make it a little bit browner, as if it had been exposed to the wasteland a little bit more, just to contrast the white of the penguin, because otherwise it would be a lot. You see that Pip-Boy color coming in there too, and we're really pulling together all the stops for this character. Lovely colors, bright looking for the archaic world of Fallout. We're gonna test these colors, brighten up a few bits and pieces, as you can see here, just to make the contrast a little bit better. Because with the penguin black, the deeper, darker colors weren't working exactly the way I wanted to. We're gonna get some shadows on here, some highlights, and we'll be back with the final reveal of our penguin dressed as Lucy MaClean from Fallout. And that's going to be it for our penguin dressed as Lucy MaClean from Fallout. They look absolutely fantastic. I love the way this one turned out. We're going to put them in with our other animals from this week, the walrus and the elephant, the Paul Atreides and the Winifred Sanderson. If you haven't seen those videos, you should go back and watch them. They're really fun to make, and I would love to share that with you. We have 2 more to do this week, and I can't wait to put them into the image. They're all here trick-or-treating, getting ready for Halloween, and they're super fun and excited to see you. Speaking of excited to see you, we have an art gallery where I love to share your art. We're doing monthly inspirations. This month, the inspiration is costume season, and there's a whole list of options for things for you to do. You should check them out. Today, our inspiration is love. Costume season, love. Whatever that means to you, whatever that inspires you to do, make sure you get out there and do it, because art is worth doing it. Frankly, it doesn't have to be anything to do with the theme. We just want to be art positive and encourage you to be happy with your art. We do that in our Discord. We've got one, the link's down below. You can join the Doodle Croodle and share with us what you can do. That should be fantastic. For now, that's going to be the end of the video for today. I just want to remind you the one rule of my sketchy habit, which is really our sketchy habit, which is this: don't tell anyone about our sketchy habit. That's between you and me. That'll be all, folks. Thanks for being here, and of course, till next time, keep being awesome. Bye!